Ooh. To what do I owe this beautiful temptation? How are you feeling? Is this just laying out for a while, or are you not feeling good? Oh, good. I'm glad. Nothing wrong with a little relaxation. I mean, it's not like you haven't earned it. It's been a madhouse around here lately. Do you want some company? Or are you looking for some me time? Okay. Of course. You can ask me anything. What's on your mind? Feeding like from one another? Oh. I uh, well, I've never done that personally. I've never tried that. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I've never been curious about it. I think it's a natural thing to be curious about. There are plenty of people who like to do that, who swear by it. And the House of Right has made a big part of their fortune on the concept of it, of bottling it and selling it and normalizing it, even if it never really took off in a mainstream kind of way. But I think anyone who has even tried an empowered person's blood compared to an unempowered person's would understand the allure of that. Drinking another vamp's blood is apparently euphoric, which makes sense. I mean, that much magic. It's like tapping direct into what makes us us. And if you have a bond with the person you're feeding from, like we do, it's on a whole other level, from what I understand. What got you thinking about that? What got you thinking you want to try that? Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's definitely a crazy time in our lives with so much up in the air right now. No. I no, I'm very I'm very interested. I'm I'm trying to think of how to ask this, though. I just want to be sure. Are we okay? I just, yeah. I mean, if there's anything, any kind of feelings. I mean, I know it's been so much change all at once. So if there's anything I need to be doing or not doing or doing differently, if any of that's what's maybe bringing this on, if it okay. No, I get that. I really do. With everything else up in the air, I get wanting to ground us in us. I actually think that's really beautiful. I just wanted to be sure. I wanted to check in. Feeding from the one you share the bond with, I mean, I only know what I've heard of it, but apparently it's like nothing else. No, I mean, it's not an uncommon thing. Drinking a fellow vampire's blood, that is, it's definitely less common to do it with a progeny or maker, just because that relationship is often not that kind of intimate. Our kind of intimate. Drinking vampire blood is just something that there's definitely some stigma around because it can be done really irresponsibly. And when it's done wrong, there are risks there. If you take too much, it can push you over the edge. It takes a lot to get there, but depending on the scenario, on the person, you know. But personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as it's done responsibly. William would disagree with that, but I'm not William. He's just definitely more old school about a lot of what it means to be a vampire. He's also in the camp of thinking that vampires don't need to learn any magic skills either. That's also an old school opinion. He always discouraged me from doing that, too. Even when I'd ask him directly about it. Even when I thought it could really help. I'm down to try feeding if that's what you're wanting. I wouldn't want to drink just any vampire's blood, but yours, sharing that with you, being close with you in that way, I think that could be an amazing experience. But if we do try this, it's gotta be with the understanding that it's gotta be open communication the whole time. If any part of it starts to be too much, We have to tell each other. This is gonna be new for both of us. Me too. I promise. You're fucking amazing, you know that? You have this way of making everything new again, but always familiar at the same time. So beautiful, inside and out. That light in your eyes, that sparkle. Even in the worst of times, even when it gets dimmed, it doesn't go out. That unbeatable light inside of you, like a beacon, always lighting the way to what's next. That strength you have, that curiosity, that wonder, even after everything. It's an amazing thing.